Hi, crafty friends. This is Amanda. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in Michigan. Welcome to my channel, and thanks for checking out number 38. Video number 38, that is. I really appreciate it. Today, we're going to join in on the Global Design Challenge number 280, and we're going to case the designer. I thought we'd play with some ice cream and mix it up with some circle celebration because I did not have any paste, embossing paste. I love the circle set, the circle celebrations. This is the first time I've used it, but the second I saw it on in that catalog, I was like, that's mine, put it in the cart, boom. Because I just loved it. It was so fun. Something different, something new. You see that stamp right there? That's one stamp. Yes, I didn't want it to be one stamp. So you know what happened? I got it the X-Acto knife. And I managed not to slit my finger, but I did slit one of the stamps. But I just kind of pushed it back together and it worked. So now I have two more stamps than was supposed to. And I think it turned out great. We're going to play with Blackberry Bliss as our card base. We're going to make an A7 card because this is going to be a happy birthday to you. Now, terracotta tile is also in this suite. And I thought, well, maybe I'll go with terracotta tile. But then, yes, Coastal Cabana is also in the suite. And that pops, doesn't it? Doesn't even do it justice on the screen. It's very pretty. All right, let's look at this Ice Cream Corner DSP. Look at these cool little blobs. You can just take your punch, your ice cream punch, and cha-ching, cha-ching, you're done. Hardly any stamping today. That one too. And you can maneuver it in such a way that you don't do any waste. It was so easy and fun and quick. It was awesome. Look at these fun colors. Isn't that gorgeous? I just love Blackberry Bliss. I never use it though. Oh my gosh, isn't that beautiful? I don't use that one either, which is just a shame. But I thought the Blackberry Bliss and the Blackberry Bliss, never mind. This is fun. This is all great watercolory, beautiful. You know, our DSP is top down the best. So that's the Ice Cream Corner DSP. You'll be sure to need and pick that up. Need to pick that up. Sorry, blah, blah. This is the punch. Super cute. Little bit smaller than I had wanted it to be. But if it was any bigger, then it would be too big. So never mind. I guess it's perfect. Now, all you have to do is punch these out. Have a 2 scoop, because if you're going to have ice cream, you might as well have 2 scoop. The 1 scoop, no. But I love that funky little colors there. I can hardly get this out of my silicone mat. All right, scooch over. All right, so I am going to adhere these two together. My base panel is 6 3/4 by 4 3/4, which is 1/4 of an inch smaller, of course, than my card base. And I'm going to use some tape because I pretty much ran out of glue yesterday when I made 55 birthday cards in one sitting without bolt. So I was talking to myself. It wasn't pretty, guys. It wasn't pretty. 4 hours, 55 cards, simple birthday cards for Meals on Wheels. But let me tell you, whew, glad that's over with. All right, so I'm just going to add a second white panel to this. Well, I guess not a second, but a second panel because, you know, and I'm looking here and I'm like, can I get away with the terracotta tile? I'm like, then why? It's, you know, I don't particularly like this color, so we'll just move on. Now, notice that this is a photopolymer stamp set, so we're going to need our piercing mat. This is kind of a must, guys, or the stamps just don't come out really nicely, especially something like this which has a lot of coverage. I'm going to take out my chamois. It's really wet, but it's in a second stamp case. Did you know that we sell those separately? And then you can get those for all sorts of fun things. But putting the chamois in it keeps it wet for days. It's wonderful. And, you know, even in drier climates, it works. All right, so I'm going to ink this up. This is going to be my main circle on my card. It's going to be very bold in Blackberry Bliss. Did I tell you guys I like that color, Blackberry Bliss? Beautiful color. If I didn't tell you, I'll tell you a few more times. So this particular panel right here is going to be just my play panel. I mean, I played before I got on, but you'll understand why in a little bit. All right, so in the suites, Blackberry Bliss and Cinnamon Cider and So Saffron, Coastal Cabana, terracotta tile, like I mentioned. It looks better. Bumblebee, Petal Pink, very pretty. Soft Sky, which I had to like go dig. I'm like, Soft Sky. Oh, yeah, there it is. Oh, no, wait, it's Pool Party. I'm sorry, guys. It's Pool Party. And then Heather Highland, so I could stamp off to make Purple Posy, Soft Sea Foam, and of course, Old Olive. Old Olive is such a pretty green. All right, so this is what I played with, right? Off screen, I was like, yeah, I can do this. I can do random. It's going to be a little bit difficult, but I can do random. Now, I'm putting it in my Soft Sky, and someone forgot to clean it. I don't know who, but the person that was playing with it before that it wasn't clean. So take two, and I'll just didn't clean my stamp. Whoops-a-daisies. All right, so now we're going to scooch it over a little bit more because I'm supposed to be, casing this. So I had to relook at it. All right, yeah. Okay, so this is perfect. This is fun, right? Now we're going to take all those colors, and then we're going to stamp randomly. Now, I am not a good random stamper, but I did learn my lesson on the first time around that I needed to like stamp in the color and then move it to the side. So I was done with that. But do you see the line? It goes circle, circle. Oh, they're all circles. I mean, do you see the line right above the Blackberry Bliss? And I'm going to do another circle there. There are more colors on this, but they're really light. So you can't really see them. But there are more circles in this one line that you see that's very prevalent. Here, I'll show you because it's going to be another circle coming up soon. So, yeah, in about 2 seconds. Oh, and then I did use that splatter because, splatter's fun. They're little circles, right? Little circles. That works. So I go through all my colors. I make sure I use them twice or 3 times, however many I need them. And I think it looks pretty good, right? But I keep stamping right above this Blackberry Bliss, and I wipe them off several times. And here again, I go right in a stinking line. Urgh. But everything else is random except for that line. And you know what? It just is what it is. All right. I like it enough. It's going to stay that way. So I closed all of them up after having all of those colors out. And I took some hand sanitizer and got off all of the ink on my fingers because I can't close a stamp set without closing without getting ink on my finger. I don't know why. Tell me, do you have that problem? If not, boo-hoo to you. I'm just saying. All right, so this is the card that I'm casing. I know it looks nothing like the card I'm making, but still, it kind of does. And I'm going to take out some panels that I think I can use for the strips, the banner strips. So this is pretty. This is so gorgeous. I'd love to be able to use it, or that one, but maybe not because, stripes. I'm doing circles. So I pick out this other sprinkly one because sprinkles. I mean, sprinkles. I passed that terracotta tile. Did you see that? I'm going to pass it up again. So I have sprinkles and stripes, which I can't do stripes because did I mention the circles already? So I end up with this really pretty Old Olive and Soft Seafoam circles, and then the little sprinkles. Sprinkles are sprinkles. I just have to have them. So I'm going to cut them 1 inch and 3/4 of an inch, and they're like 3 or 4 inches long. I was just cutting. But I'm going to go back here in a little bit, and I'm going to cut the green probably at 1.5 inches because off screen, when I edited this a lot, I was playing for like 15 minutes getting these to line up. And then I'm like, you're so stupid. Just cut another piece of paper, for goodness sake. I mean, come on. It's just crazy. All right. So we're going to use the dual banner punch. Pick a banner punch. Pick a banner punch to chop off these little ends. And I use the triple banner punch when I go up to 1.5 inches. Now, you can punch them like this, easy peasy, or if you're really a control freak like I am, then you turn it over just to make sure that, it's straight, which, of course, it's straight because it's never mind. But yes, I am a control freak. Kind of proud of it. All right, so again, my little doodly paper, my scrap paper behind it, so you don't have to look at my very messy mat. I do have a question for you. When you take off your little dimensional adhesive backings, do you guys throw those right away? Or do you let them linger? Because I've been letting them linger. And then I'm trying today to just, never mind. All right, so I'm in a snarky mood. I'm going to try to tone it down. I'm sorry. So I'm going to play and play and then play some more. But I didn't make you watch that. Hopefully. I mean, I cut it out, guys, because, Now, we do need a third banner. There are 3. There's 2 colors and then one with a sentiment and another happy birthday card. And after yesterday, I thought I would never do a happy birthday card again. If you guys have Meals on Wheels in your area, which if you're in the US, I know you do, contact them and see if you can donate some cards. Wouldn't it brighten someone's day? I mean, how great is it to make your cards, give them to charity? I knew I was doing something good yesterday. So, like I said, 4 hours, and I wanted to do as many as I could. So, next month's coming around, and I thought I would do something a little bit more, fun rather than just one different one sketch. But it was easy and simple. And guess what, guys? I made A2 cards because, again, charity cheap. What? I'm sorry. What can I say? You know what I mean? I couldn't have done 55 real size cards. There's just no way. All right. So I'm going to stamp up my happy birthday with Coastal Cabana because it's so pretty. And it wouldn't ink up. It's a new stamp. And so I'm like looking at it, I'm like, this just won't ink. But I finally get it. And I don't think it looks right. I mean, I'm looking at it going, now this is sped up to 1.5 times. So this is how long I was looking at it going, I don't think this is right. So I stamp it again and I'm like, no, I think it can be a little bit straighter. So I flip it over because, paper has 2 sides and I stamp it down. And this time I get it pretty good. See? Perfect. Then I'm going to wipe it off because I've been really good lately about keeping my stamps cleaner, especially since I didn't do the first circle right. But anyways, so I popped up my happy birthday. The other 2 ones are down flat on my circle of, my main circle, my focal circle. But I'm going to put, never mind. All right. So I am going to pop up my little ice cream cone. Oh, and they're the waffle cones too. Those are the best. And I'm going to chop off the one off the side because I did do a Barbie dimensional and 2 larger dimensionals, but I had to chop off the one. Then I'll take off the adhesive backing and look, I'm going to throw it. I can't get these off without this take your pick tool. I used to be able to get these off really easily, but now no matter what I do, I can't get these off without the take your pick tool. So use it with caution because then you might not be able to get them off. And then I think I have to pop this up too. So that means 2 dimensionals. So I'm going to take off this release paper. This is what I do. I take them and I flip them off. Well, now I got them without the little ha 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 to you, little take your pick tool. I beat you. All right. So I was putting that on. Yay. And then I have to do it again with this one. I really like this top one. It's so fun and colorful. All right. Now I'm sounding really weird. So I'm just going to add a little adhesive on the bottom and then pop up around the little circle edge. So there we go again, throwing dimensional adhesive backs all over. And then I'm like, all right, Amanda, be good. Remember, we talked about this. So then I had one more Barbie, well, 2 more, but, only on the side. And then later I think about, oh, duh, you have to add it to the second time, the other side too. Oh, well. Anyways, this card is coming together. Very colorful, fun. I don't know if it's going to meet the requirements of, casing, but there's a circle. They had circles in the background and one main focal point and some banners. So I'm going to call it good. I'm going to call it okay. I like it. I don't know if I love it. All I can see now is that line of element after element after element because it's hard to see the rest of them when all you can see is that. Now, I figure nothing's complete without a little bling. So let's add some Blackberry Bliss. We'll just add our blends on the top of our, what are those called? Oh, yeah, rhinestones. And I did Bermuda Bay because, we don't have Coastal Cabana. So I did Bermuda Bay, which is close. So that worked. And then I did, I think I started with Purple Posy and that didn't work. So I went over to Heather Highland and colored those up. And then stuck them on my card. I did things a little bit weird, very unusual for me. Now, remember your Take Your Pick tool has this other little spatula side, which works great. I decided to do 3 different colors in a cluster of 3, and that's not normal. Normally, I put them way apart, but then I do with these. It's weird. I don't, it's just weird. So I have 6 right now on my card. 6 is not a happy number, I know. And I put these like right next to each other. Seriously, I was not in my rhinestone element, but it still looks festive and fun. You know, I really wish I had those confetti, the sprinkles that they came out with. And then, of course, Wink of Stella. And because I didn't color this, the Wink of Stella didn't bleed anything. So this was the perfect time to add some more shine. But yeah, they have that confetti, which I think it must have been back ordered because I did not grab it when I had the chance. So whoopsie. Okay, friends, let's start on our inside panel, which is, of course, the same as our outside base panel, 4 3/4 by 6 3/4. Yay, don't have to score anything. All right, now let's stamp something fancy in here because we didn't do any stamping yet except for that happy birthday, and that didn't really go as planned. Now, did it? Had to use both sides of the paper. All right, so this doesn't go as planned either. I mean, maybe it's just me, but okay, it's just me. So I'm going to take out the sprinkles because I think that's fun. And then I take out the little popsicle because he's a cutie pie. I mean, ice cream and popsicles, they're all the same, right? Well, okay, ice cream has a little bit more calories and is so yummy. And popsicles are just frozen water with some sugar in it, but still yummy. So I'm going to do your sentiment. Hope it was sweet. Hope it was sweet. But it's an itty bitty teeny weeny little sentiment in a very small script that I have to go in a straight line. So what do? I ink I ink up my wooden popsicle stick first because that always works. Okay, so I'm going to take a breath. And I got it straight. I couldn't believe it. I mean, you know, I tell you guys to line it up and everything like that, but with that little itty bitty script, how in the world? I was just lucky. So I'm going to I did that in Blackberry Bliss. I did the Hope It Is Sweet in Blackberry Bliss. And then I was like, but something's missing here. And so I lined up the other one. I don't know if this is how it goes, guys, because I mean, how am I supposed to know if this is how it goes? But apparently this is how it goes. So then you stamp it again, not like this though. You stamp it a little bit up. And then boom, boom. Well, I mean, see, it kind of has that little thingy in the middle. And so all right, but now we're going to add the little thingy. See how cute? So I don't know how to do it. I'm sorry. You know what? I'll do some more research on it and let you know in the comment section below. All right, guys. I'm going to add my sprinkles for the last little bits. Yay! Almost done. A little bit more sprinkles. And I think we're going to call it done in just a few minutes. We're just going to add this to the inside of our card. Oh, you could also do treat yourself. Isn't that cute for like a little gift card thingy? Because, you know, normally you don't give someone just a card without birthday money or something in it. So so treat yourself. I think that was cute. All right. So put that down and there we go. Global Design Project Challenge done. 280. Woohoo. Add one more at the birthday because it needs it. That makes 7. 7's a happy number. You guys have a fantabulous day.